Standing room only tonight as many turned out to learn about changes that could be coming in Battlefield. MoDOT is considering a roundabout at Weaver Road and Route FF. Route FF is also called West Bypass. The area is also near First Baptist Church of Battlefield. MoDOT is also thinking of turning Weaver Road into a 3-lane street from West Bypass to Cloverdale Lane. That would go past Wilson's Creek Intermediate School. Some people we talked to said they're concerned about traffic impacts if the road is closed during construction. MoDOT addressed those concerns tonight.
Plan to keep Route FF open during construction to make sure that we still have adequate access. A lot of the accesses that are there, they will also remain open. There'll be a little bit of inconvenience during construction, but we'll try to accommodate all the businesses that are there.
If the project moves forward as planned, it would cost $7.3 million, and it would get started in the fall of 2027.